Hello student, I'm Mr. Leung here, and then today we are going to the High Island Reservoir area, and then right here is the East Dam. I'm finding a drum on the in the area of East Dam, and then I just want to ask you what kind of landform you can find right here. They actually in the headland there are several landform you can find already. Okay, although this is EP1 video, but I really want to recap some of the CP2 landform so that you won't be missed even in the MC. Okay, so right now I'm focusing in several landform right here, which is in the headland. Okay, can you see at least three hole? What is this three hole? I think this is quite obvious. We should be sea cave, and then there will be a island ahead from the, which is a bit isolated from the headland, and you can find this one should be the stack. Okay, but the last question, as I've just showed you in the video, which is what type of rock is it? Let's have a guess.
So right now I'm in the east dam of the High Island Reservoir, and then this is having a very good exhibition of the rocks and showing the major rock type in Hong Kong. First of all, this one is what we got right now. It is the tuff, and which is the acidic volcanic rock, and then it is like this, and most of the time you can see this is having some crystal right here, and then the grain is small. Okay, the grain is quite small, and then I cannot really pick out some from them. And then the color is always dark, and then it is also exhibiting some joints. Okay, it is quite kind of hexagonal columnar joint, but it is not yet very hexagonal. Okay, so I will show you later, and then what is the real hexagonal columnar joint. Indeed, I just got this. Okay, which is right here, and then you can see there's a lot of hexagonal columnar joint. And then the next one, which is also the volcanic rock, and it is in the Kongon group of island, and it's also a kind of acidic volcanic rock. Okay, this is basalt. Okay, this one, which is more or less the same, also volcanic rock, and it is in the lighting group of island. Okay, and then volcanic breccia. Okay, and you can find out there are some rock inside, larger grain inside, which is quite different because it exhibits some sedimentary pattern. Okay, breccia, you can see breccia. Okay, which is in a sharp island, can be illustrated as an example. And then you guys always asking what is sandstone. Sandstone is like this. Okay, and then it is very, you can see there are different kinds of grain inside is being accumulated right here, and then mostly it's red in color, and you can find out this. And mudstone right here is the mudstone. Okay, and then you can see also there's a layered like structure, and then the grain is not uniform, and also it is quite light in color and marsupial, and I will take a video about marsupial too. Okay, and then right here this one, conglomerate, which is harder inside, and then it's also make up the buff head, as you may see some of the question asking buff head. Okay, 嗰個鬼手啊，即係 OK buff head also is like buff head is also right here. Okay, and then finally the Dongping Zhao. Okay, Dongping Zhao is featured by the siltstone. Siltstone also exhibiting a lot of layer structure, and definitely right here I don't know why there are no granite. Maybe it's too popular in Hong Kong, so that they are not going to show it. And then it's a very good place for you to go. Even I don't think your guys will love to hiking a lot. Indeed, you can find out a lot of taxi right here. I just spent 100 and something to here, and then it's worth to go. Okay, indeed. Okay. Even you need to pay the $100. Okay. Let's go to the notice board to check out what is it talking about. And you can see right here, since it is talking about a lot of volcanic rock region, and actually whole part of the island, whole part of the cyclone area right here, which is right now Mr. Leung is somewhere like I'm not sure indeed. Okay, somewhere like here. Okay, and then you can find out there's a huge volcanic crater is being housed in here indeed. Okay, so it's forming different kinds of volcanic island, just like Naiping group. It is also made up by the volcanic rock, and then Ongong group also made up by the volcanic rock, and then also right here the high island, that's what I mean. Okay, which is here, it is also made up by the volcanic rock. Okay, and then this is some information that you can refer to, and most of them are made up by the low silicon content basalt. Okay, and the hexagonal columnar joint is very funny that sometimes it is light in color and dark in color, but indeed tough is light in tough is dark in color, and right here basalt is kind of light in color. Okay, and then you can see the whole crater is made up by 100 km square, so it's very huge. And then the average diameter, it is talking about the hexagonal columnar joint mostly, it is 1.2 diameter. Okay, the chemical composition is quite unique. Okay, we cannot say all the things right here are the same, so that sometimes I'm talking about red in color, sometimes there is light in color, is always like this. Okay, and then the which is featuring the columns in the cyclone east, and it is because of the several volcanic eruption. It is even made the whole landscape become a caldera, which is the broken craters. And then why? And also you may always ask, why is hexagonal columnar joint? It's because the very hot mixture evenly cooled down and contracted. Okay, bear in mind always. Okay, why there's a joint, you can make use of it. Okay, and then tell this is cooled very quickly. Okay, and then evenly, so that is make up of the joint. And then right here, I'm not going to go to this island because it's quite far away, and then I have to spend a lot if I'm going to go there. And then you can find out the related features. Okay, you can find out some sea cave, and I think I will I think I will go to I will show you a stag and also a sea cave in this video to you. And there's a lot of features you can find right here. And then sedimentary.
You want to know how the volcanic rock is formed in the High Island Reservoir, you can just simply go to Cyclone instead of the East Island Dam, and you can see the contraction of the volcanic rock is by the lava. And then you can see right here, this is a caldera, which is the broken crater of the volcanic rock, and you can see Hong Kong does have the very violent volcanic eruption. Moreover, the volcanic rock can be identified as four type, which is brazier, tough, violite, and extrovert. So after the explosive eruption or the effusive erosion caused by shared volcano, and then we are finding the volcanic rocks is in the hexagonal columnar joints. Okay, and but why? It is because it's caused by the very quick cooling rate, and the cooling solidification and cooling take place very quickly. You may also ask why the tuff in the High Island Reservoir is quite a having a hexagonal joint pattern, and then it is because of this. And origin, I have told you that Lamse Gym indeed is the correct English should be sharp peak. Sorry about that because I haven't fact checked previously. So the tuff is making up of sharp peak also. Okay, and then why the hexagonal columnar joint is formed is because previously the whole, let me change to another color. The whole high island is in the caldera of the Hong Kong, and then the most of the island that links to the high island reservoir indeed is the fragment of the or the fragment of the volcanoes that's being exposed violently, and then but why there's a volcano here actually from a 100 million years ago, and then actually Hong Kong is still in the destructive plate boundary, and then volcanic art is formed, and indeed previously Hong Kong is just like Philippines, and which is just look like a destructive plate boundary, and then there's a lot of volcanic eruption, and then the destructive plate boundary taking place, and one of the volcanic island is located in the Clearwater Bay. Okay, and so the vents is having a lot of lava intruding into these vents, and then forming a vertical zone, and also the lava from the fissure is subsiding area in the checking fault. Okay, and then finally it form a, after year by year eruption of the magma or lava, and finally it become a high island caldera. Okay, and then afterwards because the subsidence will take place after a long period of time, after not many lava is going to pump into the caldera, and then the volcanoes start to be subsidence and form out the remaining fissure vents is formed next is the remainder of the Hong Kong high island reservoir, and then afterwards is cooler slope cooler down, and then forming a hexagonal columnar joint. Okay, and for more detail actually you can find out here, and also here. Okay, and right here you can see the columnar joint with the very extremely hot volcanic ash and slowly cool down quickly. Indeed is quickly, while compared with granite is quickly, although the book show right here is talking about slowly, but it indeed is quickly. Okay, and then it will, because of the throughout this in this East Island Dam High Island East Dam area, you can find a lot of cliff, and you can find a lot of hexagonal columnar joint, as I'm always talking in the lesson, but you really cannot have a real authentic experience to the what is all hexagonal columnar joint. And right here you can see a lot indeed, and I'm flying a drone right here, and then you can see the in general the relief of the of this area is very quite rugged. Okay, you can see the hill right here is quite tall, and then this is the high island reservoir dam, and then it's also very tall indeed in order to capture enough water. But I also would like to give you a question: why the reservoir can be built here. And indeed, as there are two kinds of reservoir really going to draw out the seawater from Hong Kong and then make a water inlet of the sea becoming a reservoir. Okay, High Island Reservoir will be one of them, and then another one will be the Cover Crop Reservoir, and then you can see right here we can find a lot of hill also, no matter which is next to us or a bit far away, and you can find out throughout the way there is different kind of erosional features instead of the depositional features. But I know if I keep finding there will be a beach, you can see a beach right there, because you should know it in by the concept of CP2, which is in the shallow bay, but more right here you can see the beach. Okay, there are two beach right there. One of them are Long Care. Okay, another I forgot the name. Okay, but you can see right here we are having a lot of erosional features. Okay, you can see the sea cave and also the stack, and right now in the shallow bay you may find the beach right there. And then let's see, let's move a bit. Let's wait for the drone move a bit because I want to show you a very sharp pit, and then I will capture it later. Yeah, right here. And you can see the sharp pit right here. Okay, and the very sharp one. Yeah, just pass through. Okay, but anyway, you can find one of the very sharp peak in this area, which is called Lam Se Jim. Okay, Lam Se Jim, one of the sharpest peak in the Hong Kong. Okay, there are three sharpest peak in Hong Kong. One of them really called Sharp Peak, which is next to the Tai Mo Shan, and then one of them is called Lam Se Jim, just like the one I have showed you before. And also the remaining one will be Diu Yu Yong in Sai Kung. Okay, both of them are made up in the volcanic island. Volcanic rock. Okay, you can see the sharp peak once again right here in front of us right now. Okay, can you see it's very sharp? Okay, and then throughout the rotating of the camera of the drone, and you can find there's a lot of erosional features, because I'm just going to take it like a very free way to taking it. Okay, so you can find a lot of erosion.
So you may ask, what are the characteristics of the volcanic rock of the High Island area? And actually, it's formed like this. Okay, indeed the High Island Reservoir that I find the drum, which is more or less right here, and then is in between the High Island caldera. Okay, and the whole High Island caldera is made up by the and right here is the sharp pit, as I've mistaken as Lam Se Jim at the very beginning. Okay, so you can see the whole caldera is categorizing in the eastern part of Hong Kong and eastern part of Kowloon, which is the Sai Kung I'm talking about, and the whole area is categorized by the lava, which is cooling quickly and also solidify quickly, and then you can find out there's a lot of characteristic that formed because of the quick solidification and also cooling of the lava. Okay, which include the most important thing will be the columnar joint. Okay, and then what is the columnar joint? Columnar joint is talking about there's a very quick cooling, and then they are contracting in a very short period of time. And then because of this kind of cooling, and then they are forming the hexagonal columnar joint. I know you may not really know why it is once is cooling and then there will be a hexagonal columnar joint. It's something about physics, and hexagon is almost alike with the circle, so it's the fastest and most natural way of cooling and solidification. So anyway, you just telling us because of the cooling is very fast and solidification is very fast, and then it will form the hexagonal columnar joint is okay. Okay, so right here you can also see what's more, actually indeed you can explain more by the outermost layer, which will expose to the atmosphere, and then it's contracting first, and then the temperature of the material gradually falls, and then the mass contract is sinking some. The shrinking will create some tensional force, and it will lead to the development of the hexagonal cracks. But I don't really think that you need to tell us like this. And what's more, you have to tell me it's also about the faults. Actually, whole Hong Kong is full of faults, okay? And you can see right here, right here, right here, and all the way around is faults, okay? And it's also because of the it's also the signature of the evidence of the very rigorous plate tectonic movement. Okay, and you can see right here is also the Tolu Harbor, and then right here is also having some faulting indeed. Then anyway, then you should know what is about the volcanic rocks, the situation of the volcanic rocks, and also right here is also the distribution of the faulting, so you can find it's very intensive. Okay. So, some of us, our student always asking what is folding and faulting, and indeed you can find out in this cliff, and then can you see the line right here, which is this one? This one you can find a very quite not very okay, dominant fault line right here. Can you see it? Right here, it is a faulting. Okay, but let's zoom out a bit, and can you see right here, this a bit twisted. The hexagonal columnar joint is a bit twisted, and then this one is talking about the folding is really occurring. Okay, and what is the major but you can think about it, why the folding and faulting is taking place the same area. Okay, it's because they may experiencing the same computational force, and unluckily for this one it's going to be cracked down, and then faulting taking place. Okay, there's a fault right here, and then which is quite I'm not talking about the vertical one, okay? Vertical one is joint. You're gonna be careful. Some of you are going to mix up the joint with the fault line. But right here, if it is talking about this is joint. And can you see this one, which is quite distinctive, which is not in the same way as the joint. Okay, this one is the faulting. Okay, so you're gonna be careful about how to identify the faulting, the folding, and also the hexagonal columnar joint. Okay, this is quite important to identify these three major type of I cannot say what is it, landform can be regarded as. Okay, so right here, which is talking about the folding, I would like to clarify the folding I have said before. Indeed, it's not folding, it's the deformed columns. Okay, why the deformed columns is look like the folding? Be careful. It's because the folding will only take place in the sedimentary rock in Hong Kong, because relatively elastic for the flow mountain. Okay, and you can see the flow mountain is made up by the sedimentary rock before, okay, in the CP1. So mostly it's taking place in the sedimentary rock for the floating, because it's elastic. Okay, and then why is look like floating? Because you can see right here during the volcanic eruption, and then there's a lot of cooling and contracting activities taking place inside the caldera, which is the high island reservoir area, and then there will be some faults will be created during the plate tectonics, and then it will displace small section of the caldera floor, and then it will cause the twisting or the kink bend in the columnar joints, and then it will twist a bit, and but definitely this one is not
floating, sorry, and it's a kind of very slow movement. It's just a crept, and then which is taken place in the magma or lava that's still not yet totally cools down and solidify and which is in a plastic state. So this is not the floating. Sorry about that. There's another misconception always taking place in our student, which is always what is about the John and what is about the floating. John indeed is smaller and which is just in a rock itself, and you can see right there. And then the floating, which is going to breaking into different place, and then between the rock and there's a crack. So which is floating is larger and John is just located in the features of the rock only. So I've just said before, it is about the John and 14. Since John and 14 will be the night of witness, and there will be a lot of problem of the caused by the geological hazards. So some of the signage have been put up here, and then what are the geological hazards they want to prevent? Don't tell it's landslide, it's rockfall, okay? But why rockfall will take place here?
So this one you can see there's a signage right here, and then next to it there's a drainage, and it is also a kind of the geological hazards alleviating or preventing measures. And you can see right here a drainage is well prepared, and indeed there are some walls in here, and then it is also can be regarded as the geological hazards preventing features. Okay, but what is this geological hazards? Don't just say this is a landslide. Okay, it's rockfall. Okay, still you have to identify between landslide and rockfall. Okay, because right here the rock is quite hard, and then it's not quite easy to form a lot of weather debris, although I really showing some weather debris right here, but it's not much. Okay, and then you can see most of the downslope. Okay, most of the debris in the downslope is rock. So that there's a past paper talking about what kind of geological hazards we have to prevent. So for here, for the High Island Reservoir East Dam area, I think it should be rockfall, and you can really see that there's a lot of rock in the downslope. Okay.
But you may ask why the registration of the slope may try to help to reduce the mass wasting problem or the geological hazards problem. Right here, it is also can be the slope can be retained and maintained by the authorities, and then they can try to set up some hard measure to reduce the problems. So this is the end of the video, and I hope you can really remember all the landscape about the volcanic rock in the Highland Reservoir, and also the floating, faulting, and also the related geological hazards caused by this volcanic rock area. And right here is the provincial, and you can see it's also categorized by the volcanic rock. So I hope you will enjoy this video, and hope everything will be good and will be great in the DSE. Let's try hard, and just like some of your students said, try hard and you will get the things you deserve. Okay, good luck. Bye. Why is not stop? Okay, let you enjoy the video without my voice. Bye.